welcome back to my shiny new office. Do you like it? I did it all myself. I know, times are hard at the moment, so I got my overalls out and my paintbrushes. I did all this myself. If you're a new subscriber around here, I'm the Gobby Gaffer. I'm a man of many talents. Not only can I manage football teams, I can do a bit of painting and decorating as well. There's lots of silliness on this channel, quite a bit of waffling and some serious football stuff as well. So if you like what you're seeing, it'd be great if you could subscribe, give me a like, turn your notifications on, and then you know when I've put a new video up. And for all my regular subscribers, well, today it's a bit of good news and bad news. We'll have the good news first. You know, I've been banging on for ages about our ground hole. You know all of this by now. Our ground holes 6,000. Here at Mill Farm, hole 6,000. And even though we've had all these promotions and we've won 5 trophies now, in my tenure, AFC Fylde won 5 trophies. And I've struggled to get the crowd above about 3,500. Well, you know what? This season, we've actually filled the ground. Twice, I think. Even the last home game, we got 5,450, I think. So we're actually getting there. Yep, we're getting there. So obviously you're saying, okay, then what's the bad news? The bad news is quite bad news, really. Jastrzemski, he knocked on my door. Obviously, new subscribers you won't know, but Jastrzemski is a super duper goal scorer for us. He even started this season really well. I think he's got 6 up to now. We've not played that many games. But he knocked on my door and he said, boss, just had a notification that at the end of this season, I won't get a work permit. Oh, that is a problem. Well, what can we do about that? And his answer was, well, nothing, boss. I'm going to have to look to get a move, maybe back to Germany so that, you know, I can play regularly. Okay, fine. What do we do about that? So I reluctantly had to put him on the transfer market. And obviously that's a massive problem for me. I did put him on the market. I've reduced his price quite a few times. I mean, the weird thing about Jastrzemski is he's actually only a 2.5-star striker with like no potential at all. And yet he bangs the goals in for us left, right and centre. So you can see why he's not a massively attractive proposition. So anyway, what I've had to do is I've had to go out and bring a striker in on loan. You won't be surprised to hear that since Jastrzemski has had a little bit of that disruption in his life, his form has dropped off a cliff. So he's not really scoring goals at the moment. So again, another problem. So let's have a look then, shall we? Who've I brought in, you're asking? Well, let's have a look. So Everton, yeah, another club I've not fallen out with. For context on that, watch the previous episode. But I do fall out with clubs on a regular basis. So yeah, on loan from Everton, we've got 20-year-old Martin Sheriff. I'm not quite sure. He's Dutch. He has no caps yet for international duty, but he looks actually okay. He's coming as a 2.5, but unlike Jastrzemski, he's got quite a lot of potential. So his potential is 4.5 star. He's got 16 for balance. I mean, his physicals, pace, acceleration look really, really good. 16 for composure. He's got a 13 for finishing, 14 for dribbling. I mean, you can see all that yourself. I don't need to read that out for you. So I think he's probably going to be our main striker this season now with Jastrzemski. I'm not saying Jastrzemski is done. Maybe in a few weeks he might kind of think, right, okay, then nobody's come in for me. I need to settle myself down. And if I am going to leave at the end of the season, which when I say if, he will be leaving at the end of the season, he needs to put himself in the shop window so he can get another club, maybe back home in Germany. I mean, it's up to him really, isn't it? So I think in a few weeks' time, Jastrzemski probably will be a starter again. But at the moment, Martin Sheriff is going to be our main starter. And he has scored a couple of goals for us already. So he's started okay. So since you were last with me, I've played 8 games off camera. And it's been a little bit hit and miss, but only to be expected this season. We've got to find our way in Sky Bet League 1. Let's have a look at the schedule and see what's been happening. So as you saw in the last episode, first game of the season, we had a nice, comfortable home win against Barnsley, 4-1. And then, weirdly, we played Barnsley again at home in the Caribou Cup first round, and we beat them 3-1. Then we went away to Cambridge, we had a nice 2-1 victory there. And then we had a home game against Bolton. And Bolton actually went top of the league with that win. So they beat us 1-0. Not ideal. Then we played Burnley in the Caribou Cup second round. Bearing in mind, Burnley are a Premier League team. We beat them 3-2. I mean, you know, is that a sign for the future? It was certainly very, very enlightening for me. Then we went away to Doncaster, 2-2 draw. And then we played in the Papa John's Trophy. And guess who we played? Well, no guesses really. It was Barnsley again. So we played Barnsley, Papa John's Trophy, and we beat them 2-0. So we've beaten Barnsley 3 times this season already. And we're not out of September yet. And then we went away to Sheffield Wednesday. Very close game this one. Lots of goals. We actually lost that 4-3. Little bit of a shame. And then the last game I played was the Bristol Rovers game at home, and we won that 2-1. A couple of things to note in there. If you look at the Bolton home game, 6,000. The Burnley home game, 6,000. Bearing in mind, these are kind of local Lancashire derbies. So, you know, maybe there were quite a few fans coming from Bolton and Burnley. But, you know, we're doing really, really well. And in that last game against Bristol Rovers, and bearing in mind Bristol is a long way from the Fylde coast, we got 5,452 in for that one. So, at last, my call for more fans through the turnstile is actually being heard. The fans are coming in. And then the other thing to note there as well is that in the Barnsley game, Martin Sharif, I think I'm going to call him. So Sharif scored 2 goals, 55th minute and 60th minute. And those 2 goals won the game for us. I mean, Jas Ramsey, who I've already mentioned, he was doing quite well early in the season. He was scoring quite regular, to be honest, like virtually every game it was banging a goal in. And I think he's got 6 up to now this season. But his form has dropped off since this new work permit thing came to light. So I think we're going to try and squeeze 3 games in today. One of those is a cup game and 2 of them are league games. And with this weird season of weird fixtures, we actually play Forest Green in Sky Bet League 1. Then we play Forest Green in the Caribou Cup third round. Very, very odd. And then we go to Fleetwood. So, yeah, I think we'll try and squeeze 3 games in today. So we'll see you in the dugout for the Forest Green game. Okay, let's get straight into this one. So the team for today is Young in goal, back 4 of Clayton, Newton, Walcott and Wilson. Wells Morrison is playing the deep line playmaker role today. Dazelle and Mundle are the creative players for me. Sarmiento and Diallo are the wingers with Sharif up front. So we're underway and we get the first highlight. Diallo's on the ball. Mundle has the ball in the penalty area and he has a little bit of a chance at a shot, but straight into the keeper's arms. We seem to have started quite brightly, although there are 20 minutes, 25 minutes on the clock now, and that's been the only highlight. I'm a little bit aware I've not shown you the league table. It's still early doors in the season, isn't it really? It doesn't mean an awful lot. I mean, I'm sure the team are at the top of the table at the moment, won't be there at the end of the season. Bolton, I think, won their first 4 games. They had 12 points, top of the league, and then I think they lost the next 2 or 3. So it's kind of it's a stage of the season, is it, where teams are still trying to get the fitness. You know, particularly teams like us, we're trying to get the speed of the game in this league. Looking for the lie of the land, see how it goes. But obviously, you know, it's still early season. All teams are trying to bed in. That's been given away. Mundle. And again, Mundle with a very weak shot straight into the keeper's arms. So Forest Green are coming down their right-hand side now. He's going to sling this ball in the box. But that's acrobatically kicked out by our defender. And Young.B goalkeeper. I have to keep doing that because we still have got Brad Young, the striker. Young.B striker. he's still with us. I have tried him a few times and he's looked very lacklustre. He seems to be doing well in the under-21s. Keep getting messages saying that, and that's not ideal. What's going on here? Forest Green not read the script. Not very happy with that one. Okay, so we're 1-0 down and we need to get back into this game. So Mundle with the ball. Morrison is doing a little bit of a dribble there. Over onto the left-hand side. Clayton. Back to Newton. Back to Morrison. Over onto this side. Diallo. What's Diallo going to do with this? Back to Wilson. And he's going to turn and put that in the back of the net. That is a very, very nice goal. Well taken. And already I think Sharif is showing his worth. It was a smart little turn in the penalty area. Looked like we'd lost it for a second, but Sharif just turned on a sixpence and in the back of the net. Back in the game at 1-1. Second half underway. We've got the highlight. Walcott. This is usually our style. We normally play it round a little bit at the back, little triangles. Just trying to get a feel for the ball, and then we burst forward. And Diallo, I'm not quite sure what that was. Forest Green have come back into this game, but Dazelle out onto the wing. Wilson to Mundle. He's going to sling that ball in the box. That doesn't come to anybody. It comes out to... Oh, yes, yes, yes. And Dario. Yes, it's Dario. Everybody else gets called by the second name. But my Argentinian left winger, he likes to be known as Dario. So Dario will be known as. And that was a very, very nice goal. Very, very nice goal indeed. Wilson coming down this right-hand side. We seem to be having a little bit of a problem at the moment. But it's a smart finish. We seem to be having a little bit of a problem conceding goals. So maybe this back four has got to gel. And, you know, I did say in the first game they needed to hit the ground running. But we do seem to be conceding a few goals at the moment, which is not ideal. We do seem to be going 1-0 down in games, which is not ideal. That ball is looped over, and that's just hit the crossbar. Attendance for today, nearly 5,500 in again. Very nice. That corner, though, goes straight into the keeper's arms. Couple of subs just to freshen it up a little bit. Simu's come on at the back, and Chilvers has come in for Dazelle in midfield. So a ball hoofed out there by their keeper. And we lose the ball in midfield. The subs have not gone through yet, so Chilvers a little bit more energy coming on as and when the subs are made. Hopefully we won't be giving the ball away like that, but I don't like this. Can somebody tell me how did he squeeze that ball in from there? He must have put some bend on that. So that's far from ideal. Back to 2-2. This goes back to what I've just been saying. We are conceding quite a lot of goals at the moment. Although, to be fair... Yeah. Answers on a postcard. How did he squeeze that one in? Yes, we do want to go ahead with the tactical changes, please. So we 2-2 at home to Forest Green. Two more changes. I've gone to two up top. Jastremski's come on to partner Sharif, and Ferdinand has come on for Mundle. Don't think Mundle's having the best of games, to be honest. Going to give him a bit of a demand more. Coming up to the 80th minute now. Not an awful lot seems to be happening, although we have got a highlight. Simu to Chilvers. Ferdinand. Ferdinand's poor ball lets Forest Green back into it. Jastremski, he needs to slide that across. No, he doesn't. Jastremski's going to put that in, and we're 3-2 up. And he does a little bit of a barrel roll as well. Very excited, Jastremski. Jastremski needs to keep doing that now this season. He needs to keep scoring goals, put this work permit malarkey to the back of his mind, concentrate on football, and start putting that ball between the two white sticks, because that's what it's all about. So we're 3-2 up. I think we're going to do our usual. We're going to drop to positive mentality, and we're going to drop the tempo down and do a bit of time wasting. And do we think we need to make another sub, possibly at the back, just to try and shore us up a little bit? So Achmapong is going to come on for Fagan Walcott, I think, just to try and keep that that centre-back partnership. Just keep the legs in there is what I'm trying to say. Couldn't get my words out then. Put the wrong teeth in today. 3-2. 3-2. We need to stop conceding these goals, but 3-2. Brilliant. And with that, I do get to show you the league table. So there's 7 games been played now. We're in 4th spot with 13 points. I mean, you know, I can say we're 3 points behind the leaders, but at this stage of the season, it doesn't really count for a lot. We just have to keep putting them points on the board. And, you know, when we played 20 odd games, then we can start thinking, okay, we need to do this, we need to do that. But at this moment in time, it's just keep going out, keep putting the ball between the 2 white sticks, keep getting the 3 points. And if we do that, I mean, even, you know, like a point away from home at the top teams, it's all good stuff in our first season in Sky Bet League 1. So in 4 days' time, we play Forest Green again in the Caribou Cup. So can we do that one? Can we beat them again? We need to stop conceding goals, and given the fact that it's an away game this time, it is going to be a little bit more difficult. Anyway, let's jump on the coach, and you'll see me in the dugout for quite an important cup game, really, because cup games for us at the moment are all about dosh. The more dosh we get in, the less the chairman has to put in, the more likely he is to say to me when I go and say, can I have more you know, money for coaches and staff and even transfers, he's likely to say yes. So a good run in these cup competitions is quite important, really. Anyway, we'll see you in the dugout. Welcome to Eco Park here at Forest Green. Team for today is Young in goal, back 4 of Clayton, Newton, Walcott and Wilson. Wells Morrison, deep line playmaker. 2 in midfield of Dizelle, and Rainey is one of the young up and coming stars. So I'm giving him a start today. If you just have a look at his stats, for a 19-year-old, he's got a 5-star potential. I think he could be another Mundle or Seb Ferdinand. So we're giving him a start today. Mundle didn't play particularly well in that last game. And we've got my mate Dario on the left wing and Diallo on the right wing with a Sheriff up front. I'm not sure how this game's going to go today. It's always a bit odd when you play the same team in consecutive matches. We let 2 goals in against them in the league games, so we need to keep it a little bit tighter. But anyway, so Dean Rainey on the ball. Nice ball out to Diallo, who chips it into the back of the net. Was that a chip? Was that he didn't fire that ball in, did he? But let's have a quick look at that one again. He seemed to chip the keeper. So Dario, nice ball into Dean Rainey, slides a lovely ball through to an unmarked Diallo. And he kind of just, it wasn't a chip, he kind of slid it underneath the goalkeeper's body. But a very, very nice, smart finish that. 15 minutes on the clock, Dizelle with the corner. That gets headed out. Oh, and very, very nearly cleared off the line, that one. That was very nearly 2 for us. Morrison, ball out to... Okay, well, we didn't really want to see that, did we? We don't know who it was out to. Do we care? Clayton heads the ball to Walcott. Walcott, big hoof out. And that ball's coming straight back at us now. We never had that ball under control. Somebody needs to get the form that. And Jack Earing puts the ball in the back of the net for the equaliser. Remember, it's the Caribou Cup, this one. It's not essential we win this game, but it would be very nice from a financial point of view. Not a huge attendance, 3,600. So highlight, Forest Green on the ball. Jack Earing again is motoring forward. And that was missed completely. We have had slightly better of the game. So I've given them a bit of a flea in the rear at half time, but it doesn't really seem to have woken them up. So I'm making the same change that I made in the last game. We've gone to 2 up top now. Jastremski has come on to partner Sheriff. And Mundle and Chilvers have come on in midfield. A little bit of extra legs, a bit more energy, hopefully. So we're going to give them a shout of demand more. Throw into the box, but it comes straight back to a Forest Green player, and it's in the back of the net for 2-1. But it has been flagged offside. So we have a highlight. Clayton with the ball on the left-hand side. To Dario. Chilvers plays the ball back. Newton just keeping possession nicely, building it around the back. Diallo, then we burst forward with Sharif. Can he get this ball to Jastrzemski? He's playing the ball back to Wilson. Mundell. And we lose the ball. I mean, that was a very weird passage of play. We went from looking like we had a really good chance to just giving the ball away. So, Forest Green on the ball, coming forward again. Ball over the top. Stretton. I think he was offside. Building from the back again. Walcott to Mundell. We need to see a little bit more from Mundell in this game. He's our engine room and we need to see a little bit more from him. So Wilson nearly gave the ball away, then picked it back up again. Give it to Mundell. No. Ball over the top. Jastrzemski doesn't win that. Chilvers, Mundell, ball through for Diallo. And Diallo is going to do what? We've given the ball away again in the penalty area. That cross doesn't find anybody. Jastrzemski, can he turn? Oh! What a miss. Couple more changes. I've changed my wingers now. Fresh legs on the wing, both on attacking duties. Let's see if we can nick this game. And we have a throw on the right hand side. Wilson to Bailey. Swings the ball in. We didn't get a penalty for that one. That looked a surefire penalty, that, but we didn't get that one. Wilson. No. Walcott. It's a very, very scrappy game, this one. There's lots of passages like that one, for instance. Lots of passages of play where there looks like as an, oh, come on now, what are the centre-backs doing? But the keeper's made a brilliant save. No wonder we're conceding goals with the centre-halves playing like that. Not acceptable. So we're in the 80th minute. The ball is still with Forest Green, but that was a very, very poor throw. I mean, this has been an awful game. I think the supporters who've turned up for this one all need the money back because it's been absolutely shocking. But can that go in? Yes, it can! Yes! I'm going to put that down to tactical masterstroke by Gobby Gaffer. So we'll just have a look at that one again. So Sharif's coming down this right-hand side, plays it to Wilson. Lovely ball into Bailey. And Chilvers actually gets the final touch on that one. So we're 2-1 up away at Forest Green. Usual changes, I've dropped back the tempo, gone to time wasting. We've gone to a positive mentality now rather than full-blown attacking. I mean, I wouldn't count out another goal for either side in this game. It's been so scrappy. I'm quite worried our centre-backs are just going to do some buffoonery and give the ball away. And we have given the ball away there. But Walcott plays it to Clayton. We have picked the ball up. Some more very, very poor play by Forest Green. More bad play by Forest Green. Walcott out to Jastrzemski. Doesn't pick the ball up. Headed ball to Jastrzemski. Lovely ball through for Chilvers. It's in for... Oh, Sharif, lad. It's a long ball. Forest Green on the attack. We need to stay switched on here. Are we going to stay switched on? That was very poor. Nearly buffoonery in the defence. The keeper was wide awake though. We have got some very, very tired players in defence. Because the game has gone like it's gone, I've had to bring offensive players on to try and get us that goal. And the defence has got a little bit neglected. Maybe I'm being a little bit unkind to them, saying that they're making mistakes, but they are very, very tired. I think changes are afoot for the next game. But anyway, the ball's out to Ferdinand. Jastrzemski picks the ball up. Clayton gives the ball away. That ball's over the top. No more buffoonery, please. Just pass that. Find a white shirt with the ball, Mundell. Just play it nice and safe now. That's not particularly nice and safe, but Jastrzemski's going to put this in for 3. Sometimes I'm sat on the touchline giving out instructions, do this, do that, do the other. The players do their own thing and it's like, boss, we know what we're doing, leave it to us. I was saying just play it nice and safe, no, ball over the top, Jastrzemski in the back of the net, and it looks like we won this game 3-1. Well, a bit more dosh in the bank. That was a nice 3-1 victory. Well, nice little win there. 2 wins on the bounce, both against Forest Green. But now we come back to the bread and butter stuff, back to the league again, and we're playing a Fleetwood, who at this moment in time are 19th in the league. But it is an away game, so we'll have to be on our mettle. Changes afoot as well. Little bit of transfer news though before we go. Very excited about this one. So with the problems we've got in the striking department, if you remember, Jastrzemski, work permit, at the end of the season he's gone. We have signed a loan player from Everton, but at the end of this season he's gone. We don't really have an established centre forward to take us forward. I've signed one. Micah Beerith has come in on a 3-year contract. He's worth between 5 and 6.2 million at this moment in time. 23-year-old English player as well. Comes in as a 3-star with the potential to be 4.5. And I think you can agree his stats across the board for a 23-year-old are amazing. He will only get better. Quite excited about this one. 14 for finishing. He's got pace, acceleration. His physicals look really, really good. Again, very excited about this one. Welcome to the Highbury Stadium here in Fleetwood. Very fancy. And this is a local derby for us. Fleetwood and Fylde. Very, very near to one another. So this is a big local derby for us. Anyway, team for today. So we've got Young in goal. Completely changed back 4, which is not ideal because I want those players. I think the players that played against Forest Green are probably going to be very near to my starting back 4, and I want them to get used to each other. I've had to change it all today. So we've got Kwamina. Remember Kwamina? Yeah, he's been playing in the under-21s. Been doing okay, to be honest. So I am training him to be a left wing back. I've been training him on that for quite a while. So yeah, the back 4 is Kwamina, Mitchell, Simu and Achpong. The midfield 3 are Dzel, Chilvers and Morrison. We've got Ferdinand on the left wing today with Diallo on the right wing and Sharif up front. So there's not an awful lot happening in the game. We actually haven't started yet. There's 25 minutes on the clock. This is our first highlight. We've not had a shot yet. We just don't look like we've got off the coach. So we do need to turn it on a little bit. So I'm going to give them some encouragement. Let's see if that wakes them up a little bit. Right, come on. This is a new back 4, but we need to be switched on. You're playing for places as well. Don't forget that. You know, there's places up for grabs here. I mean, was that... I suppose it was a good save. If it had pinged off his hand into the net, we'd have all been saying, oh, that was awful. So Dzel is coming forward with the ball. Diallo puts the ball into the centre and Sharif for our first goal. We haven't looked like scoring in this game. We've not even got going. But that just goes to show good sides, even when they're not playing well, can still find a goal. Diallo down this side. Sharif just waited his time. It looked like he might have been offside, but it's been given. So the timing of the run was absolutely bob on there. 1 shot, 1 goal. Not bad. Free kick, Simu, Morrison. Long ball forward for Sharif. He doesn't actually get hold of that one. Come on, press. Do some pressing. So we're letting Fleetwood knock the ball about here, which is okay, you know. They're not in any dangerous areas at the moment, but if we don't nick that ball soon, it will end up in the penalty area. And that's where the damage is done, obviously. And the damage has been done. So it's back to 1-1. The goal is given. And my prediction kind of came true there, didn't it, really? Okay, half time. This isn't good enough. Absolutely unacceptable. And we start the second half 1-1. Fleetwood, remember, 19th in the league at the moment. Free kick there. Header just goes wide of the post. We're still not performing very well at all in this game. Okay, a couple of changes. We're going to a bit of an unfamiliar formation now. You probably won't have seen me play this before. We're going to 3 centre-backs. Quamina, the jury's always been out on Quamina. He's coming to this game. He's got a yellow card. He's on 6.3. Not playing well again. I think Quamina's days are probably done. I've given him a chance in this game. He's not taken it. So we're going to 3 at the back. Quite risky, I have to say. But it means we can still play that deep line playmaker. And we get Jastrzemski on up front. Every time I've done that recently, it's worked for us. Can it work today? So the ball's picked up by Mitchell. Jastrzemski heads it forward for Sharif. And Sharif is going to do nothing with it. He tried to chip the keeper, but the keeper had stood his ground. He'd stayed tall and he just picked the ball out of the air. Dezelt, Chilvers, Jastrzemski, out to Bailey. He's just come on, Bailey. And that is going to be a red card, I think. Fleetwood could be down. Yes, they are. Fleetwood are down to 10 men. We have a really great chance now. We don't get to see the free kick, unfortunately. Okay, we're going all out attack in this game now. It's risky at the back, this one, but we do need a winner out of this. So push Chilvers forward. Rainey has come on in midfield and Russell Denny has come on in midfield as well. So we're going all out for this game now. Remember, they're down to 10 men, so we have got a real opportunity. Time is running out though. We're on the 85th minute now. Can we do it against 10 men? We have got a highlight in the 89th minute. Sharif. Back to Simu, Rainey, over the top. That doesn't actually reach anybody. Bailey with the header. But this is falling now for Fleetwood, who are coming down their left-hand side. The ball is blocked. Achapon needs to get his head on that. Simu. We need to play ball to feet. Ball over the top. That's coming back at us again. We're not playing particularly well today. Quite scrappy. Can we do what we did against Forest Green? Bailey is actually... No, he's not. He's given the ball away. The Fleetwood have got nobody in the middle yet. 4 minutes left on the clock. I mean, a point, you know, against a team who are 19th in the league and playing with 10 men. I'm not sure that's acceptable, really. I do... Maybe some people might think I'm quite harsh on my players, but I do need to keep pushing them. You know, look where it's got us. 5 trophies. Keep cracking the whip. These players will thank me at their end of the career when they've got, you know, the memories of all those trophies. So I'm going to say I'm not happy. They all seem motivated by that. And with that result, we're now in 5th place with 14 points. With 5 points off the league leaders, Sheffield Wednesday, at this moment in time. So we're doing okay. And I think that is where we're going to leave it for today. 3 games, 2 wins and a draw. So quite a pleasing episode. We're still finding our feet in this division. I'm struggling to get a consistent team together because of all the amount of games that we're playing and fitness issues. But we've only played 8 games of this season, so we're still in the process of finding a little bit of fitness. Anyway, going to do the usual, go off camera, play a bunch of games, and we'll be back. Remember, we're still in the Caribou Cup, and we're nicely placed in League One. And the Papa John's Trophy is still on the go. We've only played 1 game in that, but that's still on the go. So there is maybe a chance for a bit of shiny silverware in there. Obviously, if we can keep these results coming in the cup competitions, then it's money in the bank, which we do desperately need. And the crowds seem to be on the increase, which is great news. See you next time.